A very fine morning, my dear students. Hope you all will be fine by the grace of God. Students, last Thursday I have sent you PDF of notes for chapter 1, that is gravitation. So, up to fourth question, the notes are given. Today we will see about how to solve the numerical problem, that is question number 5. In that we can see we 7 numerical problems are given here, so that we'll learn today how to solve. And afterwards children, I'll send you that omitted portion also for this lesson. So children, we will start numerical problem. Children, see here, you can see question number 5. It is solve the following examples. First question is, an object take 5 seconds to reach the ground from a height of 5 meter on a planet. What is the value of g on the planet? So we will see now how to solve it. So children, in this question we will see that here u is 0, because the question is an object takes 5 seconds to reach the ground from a height of 5 meter of a planet. So here u will be 0, height is 5 meter, time is 5 seconds. From the second equation of motion, what is second equation of motion? S is equal to ut plus half gt square. Now here s is what? Distance or height, u is initial velocity, t is time, and g is gravitational force, and again t is time. So we'll put the value. So in place of s we will put as 5. U is 0, so ut will become 0. Then 5 will be equal to half g into time is 5 seconds, so 5 square. So here we will see children that this 5 5 is 25, so it will become 5 is equal to 25 upon 2g. So therefore g will be equal to 10 upon 25. So if we will divide 10 by 25, we will get 0.4 meter per second square. Hence we can see the value of g on the planet is 0.4 meter per second square. This is the answer of this first question. Now let us come to the second question. Here we can see children, this is our second question. The radius of planet A is half the radius of planet B if the mass of A is ma. Because it is the mass, so it's taken as m, and it is for the planet A, so it is ma. What must be the mass of B so that the value of g on the B planet or planet B is half that of its value on A? So let us see the calculation of this numerical. Here we will see children that the acceleration due to gravity, we will see some part first. The acceleration due to gravity of a planet is given as g is equal to gm upon r square. So here this is the solution. The acceleration due to gravity of a planet is given as g is equal to gm upon r square. G is what? Gravitational force. Then m is mass, r is the radius. So here for planet A, it will be Ga is equal to Gma upon r square A. That means it is for planet A. Now come to the second point. This is for planet B. Gb is equal to Gmb upon r square B. Now here what is given, children? That Gb is equal to half Ga, that is given here. Or we can see we have to write the formula of G, then we will get capital G upon MB. MB mean for planet B, mass of planet B, upon R square B mean radius of planet B. It will be equal to GMA mean mass of planet A upon 2r square A, that means radius of planet A. So now we'll see, therefore MB, that means mass of planet B, will be equal to M. We will do the cross multiplication, then we'll get here MA. GG will be cancelled out because one will be, if we'll do cross, then one will be in numerator and the other will be in denominator. So it will become MA r square B will go in the numerator, and down already it is 2r square A. Now here given that RA, that means radius of planet A, is equal to half the radius of planet B. Therefore MB, that means mass of planet B, will be equal to MA r square B, and upon 2 into radius R. A is half of the RB, so it will be half RB whole square. And when we'll do calculation, then we will get here equal to 2MA. Therefore we can say that MB is equal to 2MA. This is the answer. That means mass of planet B is equal to twice the mass of planet A. This is the answer, children, for the second question. Let us see the C question, children. This is the C question. The mass and the weight of an object on earth are 5 kg and 49 Newton respectively. So the mass is what? 5 kg, and you know that weight is always measured in the Newton. So weight is 49 Newton. What will be their values on the moon? And what we have to assume, that the acceleration due to gravity on the moon is 1/6 of that of the earth. So let us see the solution, children. We'll see here, children. This is the solution for C. Mass of the object on the earth is equal to m, and that is equal to 5 kg. And weight of the object on the earth, that means weight on the earth is 49 Newton. So weight of the object on the moon is, as weight on the moon will be equal to 1/6 of the weight on the earth. This is given in the question, that weight of the object on the moon is equal to 1/6 of the weight of the object on earth. So we'll put the value here, children. So if we'll put the value, we'll see, therefore W, that means weight of the object on moon, will be equal to 49 upon 6. So it will become 8.17 Newton. So mass of the object on the moon will be equal to 5 kilogram. Why? Because since mass is independent of the place of observation. So either it is on the moon or it is on the earth, the mass is always same. So this is your answer for C question, children. This is our D question, children. We will see here an object thrown vertically upward reaches a height of 500 meter. What was its initial velocity? Initial means starting velocity. How long will the object take to come back to the earth? And in this question, what you have to assume that g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So let us see the solution for this. Let us see that this D question is in two parts, children. First, it is vertical upward motion of the object. Here, the S is given 500 meter. G is given minus 10 meter per second square. Why it is minus? Because it is going upward. And V is equal to 0. So, let U be the initial velocity of the object. From the third equation, V minus U square is equal to 2AS. Therefore, here V is given 0. So 0 minus U square will be equal to minus 2 into 10. So therefore it will become into 500, it will become U is equal to 100 meter per second. Now let T1 be the time taken by the object to reach at 500 meter height. Therefore we have to put this equation, V is equal to U plus AT. So therefore it will become equal to 0 is equal to 100 minus 10 equal to 10 second. So this is your answer. Now let us see the second part. Children, once again you see the first part. Again I am repeating it so it will be clear to you. S is given 500 meter. G is given minus 10 meter per second. Why? Because it is upward motion, that is why it is taken minus. V is equal to 0. Here let U be the initial velocity of the object. From third equation of motion we have V square minus U square equal to 2AS. So it will be equal to 0 minus U square will be equal to minus 2 into 10. 10 is what? G here. Now into 500 we'll get here. Instead of A we have to write G because it is on the gravitational force. So it will become 100, U will be 100 meter per second. So now let T1 be the time taken by the object to reach at 500 meter height. Therefore V is equal to U plus AT. So it will be equal to 0 equal to 100 minus 10 into T1. Therefore T1 will be equal to 10 second. So let us see the second part. This is the second part, children, that for vertical downward motion of the object, S is given 500 meter, G is 10 meter per second square, U is equal to 0. Here let T2 be the time taken by the object to come back to the earth. First T1 was to go upward and T2 is to come back to the earth from the height of 500 meter. So from second equation we have S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Here A will be again taken as, so it will become 500. 500 is what? S. 500 will be equal to 10 upon 2. Why 10 upon 2? Because U is 0. So UT will become 0 here. This UT will become 0. Because U is 0, so U 0 multiplied by T will be equal to 0. Now plus half 80 square, so A we have to take 10 because it is considered a G here due to gravitational force. So 10 upon 2 into T2 square. So T2 will be equal to 10 second. So this is the answer. Thus, the total time taken by the object to reach back to the earth is T1 plus T2 equal to 20 seconds. First it was 10 seconds and now it is 10 seconds, so it is total 20 seconds. Let us see the next question, children. This is the E question. This is the E question, children. A ball falls off a table and reaches the ground in 1 second. Assuming that g is equal to 10 meter per second square, you have to calculate its speed on reaching the ground and the height of the table. So let us see the solution for this, children. Let us see the solution. This is for E. So here t is given equal to 1 second. G is how much, children? 10 meter per second square, and u, that is the initial velocity, that is given 0 here. So let v be the velocity of the ball on reaching the ground, that means it is final velocity. Thus v is always final velocity. Thus from the first equation of motion we have v is equal to u plus gt. Therefore v will be equal to 10 into 1. Why? Because here it will become first 0 because u is 0 and g is 10 into t is 1. So it will be equal to 10 into 1 equal to 10 meter per second. Children, now we'll see hence the speed of the object on reaching the ground is 10 meter per second. Let h be the height of the table. So from the second equation of motion we have s is equal to ut plus half gt square. Now children, will see here h is what? Height. Again u is 0. So u into t will be equal to 0 into t will be equal to 0 here. So half gt square, half into g will be 10 because already given in question, into t square is equal to 1 square. So it will become 10 will go in the numerator, divided by 2 it will become 5. So height will be 5 meter. This is your answer for E question. Hope you might have understood this much, children. Let us see the next question. Let us see the F question of question number 5. Solve the following. Here it is the F question. The masses of the earth and the moon are 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram and 7.4 into 10 raised to 20 kilogram respectively. The distance between them is 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. We have to calculate the gravitational force of attraction between the two. We have to use G is equal to 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram square. So let us see now here, children, how to solve it. So we will see the solution of F question. Now what is given here, children, that we will see first. M1 is given 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. M2 is given 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kilogram. R is given 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. So it will become 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter, because already you know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. G is 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram square. F is asked. So now let us see how to solve it. So children, here we'll see F is equal to G. Here we'll see F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. Now we will put the value. G is given how much? 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram minus 2 into m1 is given 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Now into 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kilogram is what? M2 is given. Radius is given 3.84 into 10 raised to 8. So we have, on calculation we will get here 6.7 into 6 into 7.4 into 10 raised to 35, because this whatever minus indices are there and plus indices, that all will calculate and see here what will come the answer. You can see here 22, here 22 indices are there, here 24. So altogether it will become 46 minus 11. So we will get here 10 raised to 35, and whatever digits are there that we have put as 6.7, then this 6, first 6.7, then this 6, then this 7.4. So this all digit we have to put and solve the indices. Now down it will be 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter whole square. So it will become 3.84 into 3.84 because it is whole square, and indices it will become 10 raised to 16, because you know while multiplying the indices are added, so it will become 16 Newton. So therefore answer, when we will solve after the multiplication and division, we will get the answer 2.017 into 10 raised to 20 Newton. So this is nearly the 2 into 10 raised to 20 Newton. So this will be your answer for this question. So here this is the magnitude of the gravitational force between the earth and the moon. This is your answer. Children, let us see the last question, that is G question of question number 5, G part. The mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. The distance between the earth and the sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. If the gravitational force between the two is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton, what is the mass of the sun? This is here is. Use G is equal to 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram minus 2. So here you can make the correction, children. It is IS. Now let us see the solution of this. Let us see the solution, children. The gravitational force between it is the G question. The gravitational force between the sun and the earth can be found out using the formula F is equal to G into ME MS upon R square. So children, ME is what? M is the mass of the earth. MS is what? Mass of the sun. Now where ME and MS are the masses of the earth and the sun respectively, using all the given values, we have 3.5 into 10 raised to 22. So we'll put here, this will be equal to 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 into 6 into 10 raised to 24 into MS. MS is what? Mass of the sun upon 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 whole square. Therefore MS, or the mass of the sun, will be equal to 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 into 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 whole square upon 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 into 6 into 10 raised to 24. So when we'll do the calculation of this all things, then we will get the value 1.96 into 10 raised to 30 kilogram. So this will be the answer. Children, you do the calculation. If any problem is there, then you can ask me. So you just solve it and see. First of all, this all whatever here you can see, children, whatever, first of all you will solve this all what indices are there, and after solving this you solve the digits part. You will get easily calculated and you will get answer 1.96 into 10 raised to 30 kilogram. So these all are your answers, children, for this fifth question. Children, you do in your notebook, write all the notes in your notebook. I already told 200 pages science 1 notebook and 200 pages science 2 notebook you have to make. So write in that chapter wise and put the date, which date I am teaching. Thank you, children.